A new deal on a price cap plan for fixed line services in the region was high on the agenda of the 21st Council of Ministers meeting of the Eastern Caribbean Telecommunications Authority in Grenada on the 5th of May. The price cap plan is the limit on the cost of fixed line telephone services established by the ECTEL Authority with telecoms provider Lime.
The price cap plan is really a set of rules that are agreed between ECTEL and Lime. Lime is the main provider of fixed services in all the ECTEL member states and including St. Lucia. And as such, even with a new player in the market like Carib Cable, Lime is still what would be considered a dominant provider, meaning that they have a significant market share relative to any other provider. And as such, it is very important. Fixed line services are still seen as very important, especially to corporate customers, and also even to older persons. And the idea is that you want to have very clear rules as to how Lime prices those services.
The previous 5-year price cap plan was in effect from 2004 to 2009. After a year of negotiations, a new agreement was brokered in April. However, the National Telecommunications Regulatory Committee, the NTRC, here in St. Lucia, is not expected to approve that plan until June after a public consultation process.
The idea behind the plan is that really Lime and ECTEL would sit down. I mean, ECTEL obviously as the regulator would have its concerns as to what needs to be a part of the plan. But since Lime is the only company that is subject to those rules, then Lime would also be given an opportunity to discuss what the rules are going to be ultimately.
Communications Minister Guy Joseph wants to further liberalize the sector by expanding the number of companies while keeping operating costs down to attract investment. ECTEL is proposing companies share the use of infrastructure to address cost implications, public health, safety, and environmental issues. But General Counsel David Cox says sorting out the legal details is a highly complex process.
We have completed a set of regulations which will clearly spell out the obligations of both parties and the process for negotiating these sharing arrangements, etc. The other work, which is even more technical in nature, relates to the question of costs. How do you measure what is an appropriate fee for example, one mobile operator to have access and to share a tower erected by another mobile operator?
Communications Minister Guy Joseph says the liberalization process is hampered by the continued existence of dominant players and monopolies. He says the challenge is to strike a balance between greater access and lower cost to the consumer and attracting the players who can make the sector more dynamic. Winston Springer Jr., HGS News, Channel 4.